Hello everyone, how's everything? This is kind of the equation and we need to solve this equation. For example, here you have here x minus y equals 95 and the other equation here the square root of x, okay, minus the square root of y equals here 19. We need to solve this two equation. We are going to solve the equation you know already. We are going to find the variable. We need to know the value of x and the value of the y. Let's solve this one together. Let me share with you. The first thing, as you know, as your knowledge before, when you have something like this, you know already we are going to get the power 2 or the square root or second power for any number. For example, like this one here, the second power for square root of x, it will be what? It will be here x, and also for the second power, the power 2 for the square root of y, meaning it will be what? It will be here 2 also, power 2, it will be giving you y. How you get it this one? The square root for the second power of x, meaning you are going to multiply the square root of x times the square root of x. When you are going to multiply the square root of x times the square root of x, you know already the square root of x, meaning you can write it as the fraction here of the power as a fraction will be x 1 out of 2 times the square root of x. You can write it as a fraction for the power, it will be here x for the power 1 out of 2 equals, we know already when I go to multiply the exponent, it will be here with the x, then adding what? The powers. 1 out of 2 plus 1 out of 2, it will be here x power 1 it will be x. Same also for the square root of y for the second power. Here also 1 y 1 out of 2 times 1 y 1 out of 2 for the power 1 out of 2. It will here also be y. The important thing we are going to use this one. Here they are again. Then after that we are going to substitute in the equation. You can here substitute in the first equation, remove the x instead of x, put the square root of x for the second power for this one. We can call this one equation 1 and we call this one equation 2. It will be better so that we will not be confused. Here remove the x and put here the power or the square root x for the second power. Okay. Here minus the square root here for y for power 2 or the second power also equals what? Equals 95. Okay, so that here we have two equations here, and the second equation will be here the square root of x minus square root of y equals what? Equals 19. And you know already the perfect square roots between two numbers. Okay, like for example, if you have a power 2 minus here minus uh, minus b square, what it will be this one? We studied this one already. You know, a power 2, a power 2, second power minus a power 2. You can note as this perfect square roots a minus b times a plus b, right? It's okay. But for the take the first equation, this one, okay, and make analyze for this one minus here for the power 2 equals what? 95. Then here it will be the perfect square roots. Here will be here the square root of x minus square root of y times here square root of x plus the square root of y, and here it will be equals 95. Okay, that's good. So that already here we are using the square root. That's good. And they have here the equation here. Here the square root of x minus the square root of y. What it will be here? It will be here 19. So that you can substitute this one and put 19. So that's here 19 times here square root x plus square root of what? Of y equals what? Equals here 90. Equals here 95. What I'm going to do after, I'm going to divide by the number in front of the parentheses, and divide here by 19, and divide here by 19. Okay, so that the square root of x, okay, plus the square root of y equals what? Here 95 divided by 9, and 19 will be here 5. So that's here the new equation here, and this one. You have two equations. You can use the adding the equation, cancel one variable of them, so that after that it will be easy. Okay, when you're adding this one together, okay, minus square root of y equals here it will be here 90. So that here I'm going to cancel this one with this one. Okay, and here the square root of x plus the square root of x will be 2 square out to the square root of x equals what? 24. Okay, that here, okay, that here, guys, let's go there, sorry, that here, 2 square root of x equals 24. Here divide by 2, and here divide by 2, right? So that here the square root of x equals what? Equals 12. If you want to find x alone, here take for the power 2 for both, so that the power it will be cancelled with the roots here. That here x will be what? X here will be 144, right? 144. That's okay. You can substitute in the first equation. Okay, so that you can get y. Here x, what is x here? 144 minus y equals what? 95. You want to find y, you can here, what you are going to do? You are going to do here, you are going to subtract 144 from both sides, or other thing, it will be easy. Move this minus y for the second side, it will be positive 1, and bring 95 for the 44 with different signs. It will be 144 minus 95. It will be here 49. So that you find x and y. Y equals 49, and x equals what? It will be 144. We want to show in any equation, instead of x here, put this x with 144, it would be 12. Instead of y, put 49, it would be 7. And here 12, here it would be 90. So that both of equations is correct. So that your answer x equals 144 and y equals 49. Thank you for watching.